got some wet roadways out here. Looks like no active rainfall, or if it is, it's also very light. But yeah, we got a couple of showers on the radar right now. Nothing severe, but as the day goes on, that does change. We are weather alert as a line of strong to severe storms will roll through. All modes of severe weather possible. Damaging winds, even tornadoes possible, and we could even see some flash flooding concerns as well. So here's a look at our risks. The highest threats will be some damaging winds and also the flash flooding. But again, we do have that moderate tornado threat, and a tornado threat's a tornado threat no matter how small, or even so we'll have to keep an eye out for this as we're heading into the evening. Could see a little bit of hail, but that's a low end threat, but something we'll watch for. So the radar looks very active right now, but as you just saw in the storm cam, not seeing a whole lot of heavy rainfall. We do have some dry air in place, so a lot of the rain might be evaporating before it's actually reaching the ground. It's something that we call virga, but still showers on the radar. Everyone's got a chance to see something for this morning. Now, as we head into the afternoon, that's whenever we have to shift our attention to some of those storms. We do have a severe weather risk, of course. You've heard us talk about it. Here's a risk area outlined by the Storm Prediction Center, where you can see we've got that moderate threat throughout portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, and into Alabama. It's not uncommon for us to see a marginal, a slight, or even enhanced risk, a level 1 through 3. It's not very common, though, for us to see a moderate or even high threat. Now, we don't have a high threat, but still, that moderate threat is concerning, and it's too close for comfort. Portions of our Alabama and Georgia counties included in that moderate threat there, as we do have a cluster of storms spreading all the way from Texas into Arkansas and into western Tennessee. Now, it looks like they've also got some storm warnings in effect, tornado warnings in effect throughout Texas. So a lot happening on this map, but here's our setup. We've got a cold front that's initiating these showers, and then we've got a warm front. And depending on how far north this lifts, that will determine who sees some of the strongest storms. So we are already seeing some weather alerts, a flash flood watch is in effect for everybody, also a wind advisory for everybody as well. And we also have a high wind threat for the East Tennessee mountains. So here's a look at our future track model throughout the day. Scattered showers, some of it could be on the moderate side. We'll see a little bit of a break as we're heading into this afternoon, 1, 2 o'clock or so. But then as we're heading into this evening, again, that's whenever we have to shift our focus on these storms. Right along the I-65 corridor, here comes the first round of storms. And notice I say first round, there's going to be 2. We're going to see storms that fire up ahead of this actual cold front. So this will be right around 2 o'clock in the morning or so, seeing some heavy pockets of rain and gusty winds, and then some lighter showers in between that and the cold front itself. That's still going to be moving throughout portions of Middle Tennessee. A very distinguished line here is going to be rolling through after midnight tonight, and again, we will be watching for all modes of severe weather possible as we're heading into the overnight hours. But a lot of this should be done by the time we are heading into the morning hours, in fact, before sunrise. However, by the time it is 4:30, 5 o'clock or so, some of these could still be impacting some of our eastern zones. But again, looking at drier conditions as we are heading throughout the morning hours. A flooding concern is possible there. We are seeing the potential for 2 inches of rain. Some models even showing that we could see 3 to 4 inches of rainfall, along with some gusty winds. These are going to be picking up as the day goes on, and especially into the overnight hours. I mean, it's not going to be uncommon for some of us to see 40, 50, 60 mile per hour winds. And so that alone is going to be some damage there. So again, we are weather alert as we're heading into the overnight hours tonight. But once we get past the overnight hours, I mean, we're really going to be smooth sailing for the remainder of the week. So that is some good news there. However, make sure you do have a way to get weather warnings and alerts on your phone. Charge that phone too, just in case the power does go out. But everyone here at News Channel 9, we're going to be watching this system for you. Of course, we will break in as necessary, but all 4 of us, David, Bill, Brian, myself, will be watching this. Hey guys, welcome back. A beautiful day. We had some cloud cover that stuck around through the afternoon, but saw a decent amount of sunshine before the day was over. Now, we had some rain showers, obviously, that moved through on Saturday night, and some rain showers that moved through this morning. So still a little bit of moisture in the air that is going to allow for some fog to develop as we head through the overnight hours. But once the sun comes up tomorrow, it's going to quickly burn off. Now, I am seeing some above average temperatures as we're heading through this week. Back to the 80s we'll go, and then unfortunately another round of rain at at the later part of this week, maybe even lingering into the weekend. We cannot seem to shake that trend right there. So right now we've got 64 degrees, so very nice out there, a mild evening. And as we're heading through the evening hours right now, looking at a clear radar, the green that you're looking at right now, those are just some wet treetops right there that the radar is picking up on. So no major concerns. We've got high pressure in place. High pressure is quiet weather. That front has moved off towards the east. So our next weather maker, that's what we're watching off to the north and to the west. Another front that's going to sweep through as we head into your Thursday and your Friday. Now this area I have shaded in yellow. This is an area that we will be watching for some of those storms. Now, of course, this is subject to change. The timing and this area could change its shape and may even shift more towards the east. But at this point, biggest concerns for our Tennessee area would be heavy rain, gusty winds, and even some lightning. So very summer-like storms there as that front will move through. So here's our future track as we're heading through the overnight hours tonight. This is 1 a.m. You see what looks like cloud cover? Actually looking at some fog to develop. And we'll actually be seeing that as we head throughout the morning. Here's a look at 7 o'clock and then take a look at that. 10, 11 rolls around, looking at clear skies, a lot of sunshine in store for us for your Monday. Also warm as well, 81 degrees, and then seeing a bit warmer as we head into your Tuesday, 86. And then Wednesday, I'm calling this a transition day. So you'll notice the rain shower there, but I think we'll start off the day dry on Wednesday, and then the second half of the day we'll see more of those clouds build in and some of those showers there as well. So something that we'll watch. Our forecast for tonight, mild and 58 degrees. Here are the showers that are going to move through as we head into your Wednesday night and into your Thursday. Notice towards Memphis, again, that was one of the areas highlighted, possibly seeing some of those heavier storms, but something that we'll certainly have to keep an eye on here Thursday and into Friday as well. But as we start off this new work week, looking quiet, 81 tomorrow, 86 on Tuesday. And then I see the 80s continuing despite the rain showers and the added cloud cover that we'll see. But of course, we'll keep an eye on the end of the week. And if we need to be weather alert one day, of course, we will let you know.
Okay, I'm liking the Monday, Tuesday.
Yes.
Sunshine, not liking the clouds.
I know, but at least we're starting off the work week nice.
All right, now, starting off Monday, good. So
Yes.
that's a good sign. Thank you.
Hey, welcome back. We are still continuing to watch flooding conditions and heavy rains move through the area. Some of the heaviest pockets of rain starting to move over portions of downtown Chattanooga right now. There at the 59 and the 24 junction, looking at some heavy pockets of rain. You can see these rainfall amounts, 1 inch per hour just south of Chattanooga over towards Fort O. Looking at 1/2 inch per hour over towards Ottawa and into the Cleveland area. So very impressive rainfall amounts. We are looking at buckets of rain that continue to be just dropped over these same areas, which is why we are looking at the flooding concerns, the ponding of water, and the rushing water across several roadways across the entire area. Some more rainfall amounts for you, looking at nearly 0.9 inches of rain over towards Pikeville. And we are not done. We're looking at some more of these showers to continue to stream into the area. It just continues to fill in. Heavier pockets of rain really not letting up at this time. So we do have a couple of advisories in place. Looking at Hamilton County, it's flashing because the National Weather Service has just reissued a flash flood warning. It's going to go through this evening for the entire area. Bradley, McMinn, Meigs, Ray County, all those counties you see shaded in green under that flash flood warning, meaning it is happening right now across the area. We've got a flood advisory for some of those creeks and some of those streams in these areas you see shaded in green as well. So looking at the swelling of the creeks there in those areas. Area wide, we have a flash flood watch through tomorrow evening, which means a flash flood warning could occur at any time as we head through the next 12 to 24 to 36 hours. Take a look at these rainfall rates that we've been looking over the past 48 hours or so. Parts of Hamilton County have seen nearly almost 10 inches of rain just since Monday alone. You can see some of those more intense pockets that have been moving through really along the I-75 corridor. It's these spots where the ground is already so saturated that it really cannot support any more rainfall. And that's why we're looking at the flooding conditions that we have right now. So taking a look at our future track through 3 o'clock, that cold front starts to set up right over us, and it just sits there, continues to dump heavy pockets of rain anywhere from the plateau into downtown Chattanooga and into northern Alabama as well. While it may let up in intensity as we head into the afternoon and into the later evening hours, we're still looking at rain that continues to fall. And we could be also looking at some isolated heavier pockets of rain even as we head into the overnight and into the evening hours. And another main concern, we're looking at rain to continue even as we head into tomorrow. So we could be looking at an additional 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain by the time everything is said and done. Take a look at our future track for Thursday. Not over. That front just continues to hang out and stick around, dumping more heavy rain over over the area, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have a repeat of today. And for that reason, we are weather aware for both today and tomorrow. Temperatures will be on the cooler side. This weekend is trending drier, but really today and tomorrow we have to keep an eye on the radar and the roadways especially.